NFL award predictions right here, right now for the 2017 season from your favorite channel, Frogs Angels. Starting from the top, I'm just going to start with MVP here. I'm going with the obvious choice, Tom Brady. I mean, I think this season it's got to be a lock. The closest thing to a lock for a player is Tom Brady this year. Pretty easy ride. Division not too strong. Got Brandon Cooks. Edelman did go down, but got Brandon Cooks in there. And he's playing at a high level after that Super Bowl. Is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to go with the obvious choice, Tom Brady. I know, pretty boring. No bold prediction there. Defensive MVP, I'm going to go with J.J. Watt. Only played a few games last year, was hurt. I don't think that affects his play, especially as a pass rusher. It's kind of you have it or you don't. He has it, obviously. So it's only a positive here unless he gets hurt again. It's only a positive because he got some rest. So he's going to be fresh this year. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt again. And he should be the sack leader or at the top there in the league and maybe win some games single-handedly for the Texans, get them going again. So I got J.J. Watt, defensive MVP. Rookie of the year. Rookie of the year is like always offense. So I went with offensive player here. Very tough. I was looking at the quarterbacks. The only one that's like for sure going to start, might be the only one starting week one, is Kaiser. I like Kaiser, but he's going to struggle because he's a rookie and he's playing with the Browns, even though the Browns are in the right direction. Trubisky looked great, but I don't think he's getting the start. Glennon is sitting in preseason week 4, so it sounds like Glennon is going to be the starting quarterback day 1. Watson should start. If he started day 1, he would probably be my pick, but it sounds like Savage might start. But I really like Deshaun Watson. But my rookie of the year, I'm actually going with Dalvin Cook. It was between Fournette and Dalvin Cook. Fournette being on the Jags is rough. But it really looks like Dalvin Cook is the guy in Minnesota. Just even a few days ago, I wasn't really sure. Maybe Murray was going to get a lot of touches. I still think Murray's involved, but I think Cook is the main guy. He's going to catch the ball out of the backfield, especially that offense. If you're familiar with the Vikings offense, they love using the running back. They insisted on it last year when they really didn't have one and it wasn't really working. Small ball offense. So they're going to insist on using Dalvin Cook. He's the real deal. And I think he'll have a great year this season. But it's really up in the air for Rookie of the Year. Could be Fournette, could be McCaffrey, could be one of those quarterbacks. I think Deshaun Watson would have the best chance if he started day 1, like I said. But I'm going to go with Dalvin Cook. Going to be a fun season to watch for those rookies. Pretty good draft class, in my opinion. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I'm going Derek Barnett. If you watch my pre-draft videos, you know I was pretty high on Derek Barnett, higher than most. He's already showing in preseason that he is a sack artist. He gets to the quarterback. I think he will play a lot for the Eagles, and I think he will lead rookies in sacks. Very good player. I'm surprised he dropped to where he dropped to the Eagles. Good pick by them. Hopefully he keeps it going the way he did in Tennessee. Breakout Player of the Year. Now, I don't know if this guy really could be considered breakout player because he was always good, but I originally said Brandon Cooks. Like I said, he's always good, so it can be the breakout player of the year. Maybe not, but he's really going to make a name for himself if he hasn't already this year with Tom Brady and the Patriots. He's going to be more known after this year. Edelman out, so he's going to take over. He could be an elite wide receiver after this year. But since maybe he shouldn't be considered as a breakout player since he already broke out with the Saints, I went with another wide receiver actually. I went with Cordero Patterson going to the Raiders. The Vikings really didn't use him that much on offense. They kind of blamed him for his route running. But really earlier on in his career, they found a way to give him the ball. They didn't really care how they got him the ball, and he went off. I remember they used him at running back early on in his career. He got as many yards as Adrian Peterson did. So I think with that Raiders offense, a little smarter, I think Cordero is used in the offense. He's going to be a top kick returner again. So that was a good breakout player. I think he actually gets a lot of action with the Raiders and has a good season. Comeback Player of the Year, I got 2 here. Obvious choice would be J.J. Watt, who is my defensive MVP. I think he comes back better than ever. Best defensive player in the NFL, so that would be an obvious choice. But another guy I recently mentioned is my other comeback player, is Adrian Peterson. Missed all last year. Going to the Saints, when teams play the Saints, they are worried about the pass. And he could be a threat in the running game, better offensive line than in Minnesota. So Adrian Peterson, if he stays healthy, could really tear it up there. I know he might be splitting with Ingram, and they have Kamara, which is a very good running back unit. But I think if Adrian Peterson gets the chance and stays healthy, he could be the comeback player of the year. Could be one of the top rushers in the NFL still, I believe. And let's end it with the coach of the year. If you watched the previous video, which was my season predictions, I went division by division. I went playoffs and Super Bowl. I had a bold prediction. I had the Broncos getting back into playoffs, mainly because of that defense, and I think the offense improves a little bit there enough. So with that being said, my coach of the year would be Vance Joseph, the new Denver Broncos coach. If he gets them back to the playoffs, it's pretty much a lock. And being the first year there, getting him to the playoffs is very impressive. So I had to go with him as my coach of the year. Is he one of the best coaches in the NFL? Definitely not yet. But for coach of the year, they look for things like that. Improved teams. It's really the most improved team usually is the coach of the year. So I went with Vance Joseph. I think the Broncos could easily get third in that division, but I actually picked them to win. Bold prediction, I know, but I think they get back to it. Defense is still the best in the NFL, and I think that offense improves. Nothing special, but definitely improves if they stay healthy. So that'll do it for my awards. MVP Tom Brady, Defensive MVP J.J. Watt, Rookie of the Year Dalvin Cook, Defensive Rookie of the Year Derek Barnett, Breakout Player Cordero Patterson, Comeback Player J.J. Watt or Adrian Peterson, and Coach of the Year Vance Joseph from the Denver Broncos. Yep, please like, subscribe, check out that last video of all the predictions. It's a good one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.